Hi guys, welcome back to another video. You might be wondering why you can't see me talk, and that's because today's video I'm doing something a little bit different. Today's video I'm doing something to talk about a new book being released called A Quiet Kind of Thunder. And this is about Steffi and Reese. And Steffi is a selective mute and Reese is deaf. And I wanted to do something to highlight the importance of, the social stigma surrounding sound, almost. The idea that we ostracize people who are deaf, people who are mute, because they simply don't communicate in the same way that we do. They don't speak the same language. And this book, A Quiet Kind of Thunder, is so poignant in its descriptions and its normality, basically, because it's about a love story between two people who find something amazing out of something that they didn't think amazingness could come from. So I wanted to do something without sound. It's just difficult to imagine what our world would be like without sound. It's difficult to imagine how we'd cope. It's difficult to imagine how different it would be, because we listen to music, we watch films, we do all these things, we talk to other people. We talk to other people without looking at them, which is something that people you wouldn't be able to have heard my phone being just then. People who talk using sign language have to look at each other, and that's something. It's restrictive almost, and it's picked up on in this book, but then it's overcome, and this is one of those things that makes this book so powerful. It's just how down to earth it is, and how it will talk about these issues, and they do exist, and they are real, and it's inclusive, it's diverse, and it completely falls into a diverse category. It falls into the contemporary category, it falls into a love story category. It is such a rich book for a YA community to have, I think, because I've never read a book like this. I've never read a book where someone is a selective mute. To be honest, I didn't know that they existed, and it's taught me a lot, and I still had fun reading it, and that was probably one of the best things about it, that it was something that I almost forgot that they were deaf, or I almost forgot that Reese was deaf, and I almost forgot that Steffi was a mute. And it's not just about this is the be all and end all of how I am. It's Steffi is growing in confidence, and she becomes more of her own person, and that is because of Reese. And it's beautiful, to be honest. I'm gonna read you the synopsis so you know what it's about, because I can't explain it as well as they can. Steffi doesn't talk. Reese can't hear. They understand each other perfectly. Love isn't always a lightning strike. Sometimes it's the rumbling roll of thunder. A Quiet Kind of Thunder is a love story about the times when a whisper is as good as a shout. Steffi has been a selective mute for most of her life. She's been silent for so long that she feels completely invisible. But Reese, the new boy at school, sees her. He's deaf, and Steffi's knowledge of basic sign language means that she's assigned to look after him. To Reese, it doesn't matter that Steffi doesn't talk, and as they find ways to communicate, Steffi finds that she does have a voice, and she's falling in love with the one person who makes her feel brave enough to use it. That synopsis makes me tear up just a tiny bit, because it's such an uplifting, warming, such a warming, heartwarming book that anyone can read. And despite the fact that it's YA, it has something unique, and it's bringing diversity and different stigmas of our society and making them stronger in a way from as we don't see who they are. And that's one of the things I found most powerful about this book, that to inject such stark realization of, yes, these exist, I'm accepting, open acceptance into such a new and exciting and popular culture of reading nowadays. It's such a brilliantly brave and bold move that I applaud Sara Barnard for. Sara Barnard is also the author of Beautiful Broken Things, which also deals with social issues, and I applaud her. Yeah, I applaud her for being such a brave author, and the way she writes completely complements that, and I highly recommend any of her books. I think that they are both absolutely fantastic. Yes, today is the release date for A Quiet Kind of Thunder. If you guys wanted to know, I have just finished it and I thought it was absolutely amazing. I couldn't have wished for a better handling of such an issue, such a delicate topic. I couldn't have wished for a better outcome, to be honest. It was so beautiful. So yes, I think you guys should go and check this out. Go buy it because it's its release date. This wasn't meant to be a depressing video at all, guys. This is just meant to be me. I think I'm back on screen now. This is meant to be me just talking about how fantastic this book is. There will be more in my wrap-up coming up at the end of the month, but for now, this is A Quiet Kind of Thunder by Sara Barnard, and I highly recommend that you guys go and check this out. Please tell me that was filming. Go check this out, this is amazing. Thank you guys so much for watching. Comment down below saying hi. All my social media links will be down below, and I will see you guys super soon in another video. Bye!